What's going on, guys? Full Guard MMA back at it again this Saturday in UFC 314 in Miami. Volkanovski taking on Diego Lopes. Michael Chandler in the co-main taking on Patty the Batty. Absolute banger of a card. We're going to give you our picks starting with the first fight of the night. We have Nora Kernole taking on Haley Cowan. Give me your thoughts on this matchup, E.
What's good, boys? The boys is back, and we here to stay this time. We here to stay. In this fight, Nora Cannoli, I'm gonna have to go with the French chick, bro. I like Nora Cannoli in this one. She's more high level technical. She's more proven, has more skills. I feel like, and she went to a split decision with Cavalcanti. It's a very impressive fight, in my opinion. So this one, not I can't break this one down too much. I got Nora Cannoli in this one.
Yeah, man, we're in agreement on this matchup. I got Nora Kernole on this as well. And you know what I mean? If you want to throw a little change, you might want to throw a little change by TKO, man. It might be worth your buck.
Well, you feeling
On,
spicy? You feeling
yeah,
spicy on that one?
feeling spicy, man. We getting back into it, We trying to take over the game, feel me?
Yes,
On to
sir.
the next. We got Trayshawn Gore taking on Marco Tulio. Trayshawn Gore was the unofficial tough runner-up. He fought Brian Battle for the unofficial tough championship, lost that one. Went on a little bit of a skid. In his last two, he's starting to pick it up. He got two submissions. He's normally known as a knockout guy coming in. He got two submissions back to back. He's showing improvements in his game after suffering some setbacks. Marco Tulio, on the other hand, he's coming in hot, man. 13-1. Won his contender series matchup against Matthew Duclos by knockout. He hit him with the spinning back kick and then followed up with the punches, man. It was vicious. Then in his debut in the UFC, he knocked out Ihor Potieria with a right hook and then followed up with the ground strike. What we do know about Tulio, he's going to hurt you and he's going to follow up, man. So you better not get hurt against someone like Tulio, man. Give me your initial thoughts on this matchup.
Initial thoughts, man. I'm very conflicted on this fight, man. Trayshawn Gore is a high level fighter, and Tulio is really good too, man. He really impressed on the contender series. Such a finger toss, man. Such a finger toss. I am leaning slightly to Marco Tulio. I just think he's on fire right now, bro. He's knocking people out left and right. Ihor Putiera knocked him out, knocked out the contender series. He fought in the contender series twice, man. This dude is hungry. He's showing it. And apparently he bagged Norma Dumont. Come on, son. My man is winning, and he gonna win this one too, man. I'm gonna have to go with
Oh,
Marco
word?
Tulio. Yeah.
Tulio, I see you, my
Tulio, that
boy.
boy.
My boy Tulio putting in work in and out the game. You feel me? I'm going with Tulio by knockout. He's with shoot the box. You know how them dudes get down, shoot the box, man. They come to bang. They finish fights, whether it's standing or on the ground. I'm going Tulio by knockout in this one. I'm getting spicy with my picks, man. I'm calling my shots. I don't throw and pray. I aim and fire. Feel me? On to the next one.
Precision beats speed anytime, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
The
but listen. I know we
return.
picking, I know we picking Tulio on this one, but Trayshawn Gore is a live underdog, man. I'm surprised he's that big of an underdog. This fight should be even money, bro. Because this is gonna be a good fight. But I still, Marco Tulio. I made my pick, and I'm gonna stick with it, man. On to the next one.
Yes, sir. We got Sue Maderji, the Tibetan Eagle, taking on Mitch Raposo, man. Mitch Raposo, he lost his first fight in the UFC by split decision against Andre Lima. Andre Lima was undefeated coming into that matchup. He's still undefeated. Andre Lima's a beast. Sue Maderji, on the other hand, man, very good kickboxer, but in his last three, he lost by submission to Matt Schnell. He lost by submission to Tim Elliott. And then he lost by decision to Charles Johnson. I mean, these are all killers, man. They're giving him murderer's row. He's shown that he's very competitive in these fights, but he does have a hole in the grappling. The grappling is weak. Suma Durji on the feet is very good, though. Can Mitch Raposo take this fight to the ground? Give me your initial thoughts on this.
Man, I was watching Mitch Raposo's contender series. No, not contender series. His first fight, his debut in the UFC. That's the word I was looking for. I'm getting my tongue twisted right here. Pause. Mitch Raposo, I like him. I like the grappling in this one, but Suma Dwerji is such a high level striker. He does have the reach advantage. He is slightly older. He's 29 years old, so he's still in his prime. And I just feel like Suma Dwerji's got more experience than him, man. I just think initially I was leaning towards Mitch Raposo, but looking at the reach advantage,
You gonna go for Sue again?
I might have to go with Sue again, man. But then I seen the wrestling, man. Mitch Raposo is that dude. He's strong. I think he's gonna be able to take him down. I think he's gonna be able to control him. But Suma Dwerji is such a high level striker, man. If it even gets to that point, if it even gets to that point. But I'm gonna stick to my guns, man. I'm gonna go with Mitch Raposo. I like him in this fight. I think he's young. I think he's upcoming. He's strong. He's good grappling. I think he's gonna be able to get him down and keep him down there, man. He's gonna win the fight like that. It might be a boring fight. Kasuma Duaji is such a high level striker. He's so much exciting, so much fun to watch. But I like Mitch Raposo on this one, man. I'm just leaning slightly towards him.
Yeah, we're in agreement. We're both going with the underdog in this matchup, man. The kid's from Massachusetts. He's got the makings of a varsity athlete. And for that reason, you know what I mean? He's going to grind out that decision. He's going to push him up against that fence. He's going to go for the single. Even if he doesn't get it, he's going to win on points, in my opinion. I'm going with the upset pick with Mitch Raposo. I think he grinds out a very Marab-esque decision. The fans going to be crying, robbery, robbery. But yo, you know he going to win, man. It is what it is. On to the next one, man. We got Cedric Dumas moving up to the middleweight division, taking on Mikhail Olashechek. Olashechek, man, on the feet is a good fighter, man. He's a good kickboxer, but in his last 5 fights, he got subbed by Kyle. He knocked out Chidi. He got subbed by Michel Pereira. He got subbed by Kevin Holland. And he he lost by decision to Shara Bullet. You know what I mean? Misha Sheshek, he has a big hole in the grappling, big hole in the grappling, huge hole in the grappling. Cedric Dumas, on the other hand, he's not really an expert on any one thing. He's okay striker. He's an okay grappler. He's okay with jujitsu. He's moving up a division, man. I'm gonna go with the underdog, man. I think Dumas is gonna win this, man. Dumas has shown that he has decent jujitsu, and Olashechek's shown that he has nothing on the mat. Just straight pure kickboxer. I mean, I feel like Alex Pereira could have, you know what I mean, out grappled this dude. That's how bad his grappling is.
Damn, yo. That's a crazy thing to say. Wild thing to say. The more and more I look at this fight, man, I for some reason I'm just leaning towards Mikhail Oleksiejczuk winning this. He is a very, very good striker. I know he's on a 3-fight losing streak, man. That's what's killing me. That's what's really like preventing me from, actually going against him. And then he lost to Shar Magomedov, who's good. He's not great. You feel me? He's good. He's not great. That's why it's just like I'm gonna have to go
Dumas
with.
has a win over Brundage, man.
Is that saying much?
I mean, he
I'm just
is
kidding. I'm just kidding.
basically the same level of a fighter at middleweight as Olashechek.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go with Cedric Dumas. I think he's gonna be able to get it done, man. I just think Mikhail Alexeyevich, once you start losing, man, you get on that losing streak, you get in that mindset. And losing is a habit, unfortunately, man. So I'm gonna have to go with Cedric Dumas. I think he's gonna be able to just stand and bang with him a little bit, get this fight to the ground if he could, and probably
That
look for
was
a
a bar
submission.
right there. That was a bar right there. What'd you say? Say that again for the fans real quick.
Yo, I was in the
Losing's a
zone,
what?
man. I'm not gonna repeat. What'd you say?
Losing's a what?
Listen, 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 listen. Let's move on. Let's move on, man. Because I don't know what I said, but it sounded
He
good.
said losing is a habit, ladies and gentlemen. That's a bar
Oh,
to stick
yes,
with you for
yes,
the
yes.
day.
Losing is a habit. That's a fact. That's a fact. And unfortunately, man, Mikhail Alexeyevich lost his last 3 fights. He could be fighting for his life, or he could just get smoked. That's two ways it could really go, man. But I'm gonna have to go with Cedric Dumas, man. I just think momentum is a real thing. Momentum is a real thing,
Olashechek getting
guys.
cut.
He might, yo. He might. He really might. So I'm gonna have to go with Cedric Dumas. This is gonna be a good high level fight. The odds are even money. I'm gonna have to go with the slight underdog, man. I like Cedric Dumas.
On to the next. We got Darren the Damage. Elkins, old ass, still in the UFC, still doing it since about 2010, bro. He's been in the game. Taking on Juicy J, Julian Erosa, man. A lot of here's a fun fact for you guys. Patty Pimblett has a decision victory over Julian Erosa in Cage Warriors, man. That was like his big breakout win outside the UFC for Patty Pimblett was Julian Erosa. Julian Erosa is a good fighter,
Mm.
man. He has 41 fights, 30 victories, a lot of submissions, a lot of knockouts. I mean, he's your classic OG, you know what I mean? Very well versed in all forms of combat. A little bit chinny though. Darren Elkins, on the other hand, man, he has in the skill department, there's a gap between him and his opponents always, but he has that cardio, man. He gonna push that pace, and he's a junkyard dog, man. He don't care if he gets bloody. He don't care if his legs hurting. He don't care if you're beating up his body. He's just gonna keep stalking you, walking forward until you show some signs of getting tired. He's gonna put that pace on you. He gonna get that finish, man. But he is 40, nearly 41 years of age, man. I'm going with Julie and Juicy J, man. I think it's gonna be an easy victory. It's sad. It's gonna be sad to see, man. I think Juicy J subs him. Guillotine choke. I'm gonna call
Yeah,
my shot.
I agree. I agree, man. Julian Rosa, high level grappler, man. This dude does not get finished on the ground. And that's what Darren Elkins is good at, man. He's a good wrestler. He's gonna push you up against the fence. He's gonna put that pace on you. And he's gonna bring it. He's a junkyard dog straight up. I know he's 40 years old, but once a dog, always a dog, man. You gotta just gotta have that heart. You gotta be built inside. You gotta be built different. Darren Elkins is built different, man. If a lot of championship fighters or high level fighters had his kind of heart, man, they'd be great fighters, man. That being said. That being said, I'm gonna have to go with Juicy J, man. I don't see a way for Darren Elkins that could win this fight. I don't think he's gonna be able to win this by decision. I don't think he's gonna be able to just push him up against the fence, take him to the ground, and win in that department. I'm gonna have to go with Juicy J. On to
On
the
to the next. We got Chase the Dream Hooper taking on Jim A10 Miller. Jim Miller been in the game. Another guy that's been in the game forever. Elite Jiu-Jitsu. He has a submission victory over Charles Do Bronx Oliveira. Yeah, you heard that correct. He has a submission over Charles Do Bronx Oliveira from back in the day. Chase Hooper, on the other hand, man, he took a L to Alex Caceres. He got knocked out by Steve Garcia. He moved up to lightweight, and he's been looking like a beast, man. He beat the twerk star Jordan Levitt, subbed him out, rear naked choke.
the Monkey King.
The monkey king. He beat Borishev by some. He beat Dars Borishev, man, and then he's got Clay Guido with an armbar. He's on a four fight win streak. Three of them by submission. He's on an absolute tear right now. This young man, minus 700 against a grizzled vet like Jim Miller's no small feat. I'm going Chase Hooper, and I think he's gonna get it done by submission, and it's gonna be very impressive because Jim Miller's a black belt, a good black belt.
Hey man, Jim Miller in the game, been in the game for so long, man. He fought Charles Oliveira, and now he's fighting the second coming of Charles Oliveira, another teenager that came into the
Stop it.
UFC, raw, jiu-jitsu ace. You know what I'm saying? Like Chase Hooper, he's basically grown in front of our eyes. We've seen this kid grow. 19 years old, he came into
The
the
only thing
UFC.
Chase Hooper and Charles Oliveira got in common is jujitsu, man. Cut it out.
And both being 19 years old, signed into the UFC, both being young as hell. Come on, son. Come on. This is just the path, man. The story's being written. And right now, man, this is Chase Hooper's story, man. I'm gonna have to go with him winning this fight, bro. 41 years old, Jim Miller. He's a dog. He's a vet. He's a grizzled vet, but it's just Chase Hooper's just too young, man. He's getting better. He's been in the UFC for 6 years now. You can only grow at this point. You know, we're coming in so young, you can only get so much better. And he's gotten better, man. He's gotten better. He's shown that he's levels above anyone else on the ground. So I'm gonna have to go with Chase Hooper. I think he's just gonna be too much, and I think he might even get the submission victory, man.
Yeah, man. On to the next. We got the original fine shit. Verna Jandaroba taking on Yan Xiaonan. Verna's on a 4-fight win streak, man. She took that big upset loss to Ribas. Ever since then, she beat Angela Hill, smoked her in the decision, smoked Marina Rodriguez in the decision, smoked Lupita Godinez in the decision, and she subbed out Lemos. Lemos, we do know she's a striker, but Lemos is a beast, man. And Xiaonan, on the other hand, she had that title opportunity against Weili Zhang. She shit the bed, man. She didn't show nothing. But she did bounce back with a victory over Tabitha Ricci. Xiaonan has shown in the past that she's a high-level fighter, man. She's very good striking. But Verna Jandaroba, man, fine shit. I think she's gonna get it done, baby. It's gonna be too much power in the grappling. She's gonna hold her up against the fence. She's gonna take her down. She's gonna beat her up. She's gonna grind her out. Verna Jandaroba by unanimous decision.
I'm gonna have to agree. Yo, did we disagree on any picks so far?
I don't think so. I
We'll have
don't
to we'll have
think
to watch the
so.
tape back. But that being said, man, I'm gonna have to agree once more, man. Verna Jandiroba, she just that dude, straight up. Now jokes aside, I, I know we've been shitting on women's fighters, but holy shit, man, they've been winning fights. They've been coming in with finishes. They've been performing better than the guys. Let's be real. They've been getting a lot of wins lately. They've been putting on good events, not events, but good fights and good shows. And it's been entertaining, low key, man. I don't watch women's fights like that, but they've been getting finishes. It's been exciting. So that being said, man, I think Verna Jandiroba wins this by a submission. I just think she's just better on the ground. She's gonna be too much, too strong. Xiaonan is good, but I just think Verna Jandiroba just has that crazy advantage in the grappling. I think she's gonna be just gonna take advantage of that and get a submission victory, man. That's what I'm going with.
Next up, we have a truly 50-50 contest. Dan 50K Ige taking on Sean Woodson. Man, Sean Woodson is absolutely ginormous for the featherweight division, standing at 6'2". Dan Ige is very stocky for that 145 division, but he's only 5'7", man. How's he gonna be able to deal with that? He's 7 inches taller than Dan Ige. 7 inches taller, has a 7-inch reach advantage. I mean, that's how is he going to overcome that? Dan 50K is mostly a striker. He can grapple. He's shown that he can grapple. This is 50-50 odds type of fight, man. I don't know who's gonna win this one. Woodson is the slight favorite, but 50K, man, you can't sleep on a man like that, man. You really can't. Give me your thoughts on this.
Initial thoughts, man. Dan Ige, if he touches you, man, he'll put your lights out straight up. But Sean Woodson at this, 6'2" at 145 is a cheat code, honestly.
That
And
motherfucker 6'2".
not only is he tall, he's skilled. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's been winning fights. He has good boxing. Like, he's just a problem for that division, that weight class, man. I just think he's unfair. Danny Ige, man, but if he touches you, man, he can put your lights out. Just do got power. 50K. They don't call him 50K for no reason, man. Dana, 50 G's, baby. But that being said, I'm gonna have to go with Sean Woodson. I just think he's gonna be taller, more rangier, and he's probably has better boxing just because he has such a reach advantage and just because he's so much taller than Dan. But that being said, man, I think Dan is also getting older. He's focusing on a lot of things after retirement, post fight or post career type of things, being a manager, coaching, and all that. So I think it's Sean Watson's time. I think he's gonna get it done. I don't know if he gets a finish, but I feel like it's gonna go 3 rounds. It could be a war.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna disagree with you on this one,
Oh,
man. I'm going with Dan Ige
oh,
in this one, man. I think he's gonna be able to get in close eventually, grab him, body lock him, take him to the ground, beat him up. He's a lot thicker than Sean Woodson, man. Sean Woodson,
pause.
and also 50K got crazy power. We've seen Sean Woodson beat Rock. You know what I mean? We've clearly seen him beat Rock. We've seen him get. I think he got his losses by knockout. I believe, is it not? His lone loss in the UFC. Let me double check this,
Check
man.
his
Who
record.
cracked his chin? Julian Erosa cracked. I believe Julian Erosa. Juicy J of all people, feel me?
Come on, bro.
Stop sleeping on the kid. You feel me? Juicy
Put some
J. I
respect on
believe he
Juicy J.
rocked him and then got him with that Darce choke. I remember watching this fight. I'm not from, vaguely, but I think Sean Woodson, very Chris Striker, but man, he's so skinny for that division, and he has cutting a lot of weight. If Dan Ige even grazes by that chin, he's gonna get rocked, and I think 50K is gonna take over from there, man. I'm going with 50K by decision.
I like it.
On to the next, we got Nikita Krylov coming back, taking on Dom Reyes, man. USA's fondest Raw American steel, baby. Dom Reyes is a Division 1 athlete. Stop playing with him. Feel me?
In
Top
football.
1%. All right, but that being said, what are your thoughts on this matchup? Krylov coming back after nearly 2 years, boy. Actually, it has been 2 years. Choked out Span, said, yo, I'm gonna retire for a bit.
Anyone know why he came out? Like, was he injured?
I
What's going
believe he was dealing with injuries.
Yeah, because I'm low-key leaning towards Krylov in this fight, man. I know Dom Reyes is
He's an
nice.
elite grappler, yeah.
I know Dom Reyes is nice. He's making a little bit of a run. But at this point, man, that John Jones shit, them refs, they did him greasy, man. They did him dirty. And then he just went on a skid after that. I mean, he's winning fights now and he's winning by knockout. So he is showing a lot of improvement. He's still young in his career. He could still get there. But then those fights that he lost, man, that Yuri Prochazka, man, the way he just knocked him out. Jan Blachowicz just knocked the. Yeah, that was bad. I don't want to go down that lane because I felt so bad for him. I'm glad he's winning fights, but I just think Nikita Krylov is a big step up. If Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Nikita Krylov, man. I just think he's gonna be too good. The grappling is gonna be too much for him. He's a high level fighter. He's very underrated in my opinion. I'm gonna have to go with Krylov, man.
Damn, man, looking like we're gonna have to disagree again, man. I'm going with
Okay.
Dom Reyes in this matchup, and I'm
Yo,
gonna
I
tell
ain't
you
peer
why.
pressuring you, right, to disagree with me now, right?
You know,
Yeah,
Dom
no.
Reyes, he showed elite grappling takedown defense against Johnny Bones Jones. John Bones Jones can grapple better than Nikita Krylov, Aliskarov, Chimarov, any of. You feel me? John Jones got better grappling than anybody in the sport in MMA context. And he wasn't able to do nothing with Dom Reyes. Dom Reyes is on a 2-fight win streak. He's been active. He fought 9 months ago, knocked out Justin Jacoby. 3 months later, 6 months later, he knocked out Anthony Smith. Feel me? So now we're gonna get Dom Reyes, who's starting to get some rhythm back, and Nikita Krylov coming in rusty. I think it's a recipe for a Dominic Reyes knockout. He gonna land that left straight first round KO. Night night. You know,
In a real way.
in a real way. He absolutely has to. On to the next. We got El Pantera, Yair Rodriguez taking on Patricio Pitbull, Bellator's finest, the best 45-pound champ in the history of the company. Feel me? He's finally making his way to the UFC. He's 37 years old, nearly 38. Yair Rodriguez, he's been in the UFC game for a minute now. He's still only 32 years of age, man. He hasn't even hit his prime as a man. Stand your base, kid. He hasn't even hit his prime yet. But on the other hand, Yair Rodriguez clearly has a striking advantage on Patricio Pitbull in this matchup. But Patricio Pitbull's coming in with that grappling advantage, and he has heavy hands, man. He was able to knock out Michael Chandler at lightweight, moving up. So you know Patricio got that power in his right hand. Give me your thoughts on this matchup, man. It's a toss-up, man. I really don't know what to go.
Yeah, the more I think about this fight, man, I just think Patricio is too old at this point. Like, yeah, he got power in his hands, but is he gonna be able to get it, like really touch Yair? Like Yair is very elusive. He's very quick on. He's very good on the feet, and his legs. Pause. His kicks keep him at range.
Which
Like
leg you talking about?
his kicks keep him at range. Like he's gonna maintain the distance. I feel like he don't get hit like that. He don't get hit like that. And Pitbull is 37 now. I just think he's past his prime. Yeah, he's coming to the UFC. Yeah, the UFC's giving him a main card event on a hype card in Miami. What I'm saying? The Brazilians, they're gonna be out there. The Latin crowd's gonna be out there. It's gonna be a hype fight. It's gonna be people's main event, in my opinion. But that being said, man, I'm gonna have to go with Yair, bro. Dude is a former UFC featherweight. Was it interim or
Interim
he
champion.
was an interim champion, bro? He's high level, bro. He fought for the title multiple times. I just think he's too skilled right now, and this is his time, bro. 32 years old. He's just peaking right now. Pause. This is his
What's
time.
he peaking at though?
Yeah, yeah. I said pause.
All right, all right, all right. I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
Serious.
I'm just checking. We in agreement though, man. All jokes aside, I'm going with Yair Rodriguez in this matchup. Yair is a risky pick though, guys. I wouldn't throw any change on him, man. He's very hit or miss. He's an emotional guy. He be on his period sometimes, and doesn't show up. Feel me? Remember that fight against Jeremy Stevens? He started tweaking out. He did an illegal strike on Jeremy Stevens. The referee had to make it a no contest, and then he starts yelling, cursing out Michael Bisping in Spanish. He's like, El puto. Blah, 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 blah. He was going crazy on Michael Bisping for no reason. He's an absolute tweaker. But I'm going with Yair Rodriguez, man. I think Patricio is too old. If this fight had happened 3 or 4 years earlier, it's an easy fight for Pitbull. I just want you young fans to know that. This fight happened 3 or 4 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Very
I could
easy
agree
fight
with
for
that.
Pitbull.
I could agree with that, man. Because he got power, bro. He got power, and then I feel like he's might have lost a touch of speed.
Championship experience, power, and he has the grappling edge. It's just too many advantages for him, but he's just a lot. He's very old. Moving, but hey, man, that's the game. I'm going Yair Rodriguez. We're both in agreement. On to the next. We got the possessed demon, Gene Silva, taking on Bible man Bryce Mitchell, man, from the dirty South. You feel me? He used to date a witch.
From Arkansas.
Arkansas. Anytime you put a microphone in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas. What you give me your thoughts on this matchup?
Yo, this right here is the people's main event, man. I don't know. I've never seen a non-title fight being this hyped. Like John Silva, ooh, bro, like the fighting
The
nerds
fighting nerds, man. They
are on
taking over.
fire right now. Like John Silva, man, he called for this fight, bro. He called for this fight. He wants to smoke. He can't,
He's
yo, he
doing it
came
for
with
the
that press.
fans, quote unquote.
He said, "Fuck Bryce Meat, fuck Bryce Meat." Yo,
Arr, arr, arr.
you're barking up the wrong tree.
You're
This is a
barking up the
yeah,
wrong
man.
tree, brother.
At this point, bro, if this fight goes like the distance and it's like a banger, bro, I'm gonna be hyped. No matter which way this fight goes, I'm gonna be hyped. Even if it's on the ground, like these guys are both high level grapplers. Yes. What I want to say about Bryce Mitchell, yeah, he lost to Taporia, and then people just thought he was shit after that, bro. He was such a good fighter up until he ran
He
into
was looking like
Taporia.
Habib before he fought Ilia
You know what
Topuria.
I'm saying? Like, yo, people was
He had
like,
a twister. He had a twister. Literally, he was smoking dudes with the jujitsu, man,
bro,
before that
he's
fight.
high level, bro. And he actually took Top Toro down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
I think Top Toro
out-grappled
got to
Ilya
watch
until
out,
he
bro. I know
rocked
he
him.
Top Toro come. Anyways, I don't want to go off on a tangent. We'll save that for another
No,
video.
no, no. Talk
But
your talk. Stand your base, kids. Stand your
fuck the
base.
Top Toros, yeah.
Straight
That
up,
being
man.
that being said, man, John Silva. I'm gonna have to go with John Silva, man. I know the people want Bryce Mitchell to win, but Bryce Mitchell, I don't know if he got it against John Silva, bro. He's on fire. He got the grappling, he got the knockout power, and they just hot, bro. That whole gym is on fire right now. maybe they do got some demons, man. They winning though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to go with Bryce Mitchell getting absolutely knocked out.
Oh,
I threw a
what?
curveball. I threw a curveball for you. Threw a curveball, you feel me? Bryce Mitchell's gonna get knocked out. It is what it is. It's gonna happen. And fighting nerds just keep on going up, man. It's not even a close fight in my head. It's not even gonna be a close fight in my head. Bryce Mitchell, after he lost to Poirier, he's been scared ever since, man. He doesn't pull the trigger the same way. He's not taking the same risks. He fights hesitant. He had a close fight with Dan Ige, and that should have been an easier fight for him. And then the next fight, he gets absolutely obliterated by Josh Emmett. Then he gets a gimme fight in Crone Gracie. Crone Gracie hasn't beat nobody. Feel me? So Bryce Mitchell hasn't really done anything since that Josh Emmett loss. There's no way he's gonna beat John Silva. He's coming in hot. He beat up Drew Dober at lightweight. Put Bryce
Yo,
Mitchell in there with Drew Dober. What's gonna happen?
I
Easy.
know Drew Dober's older, but I get your point. I get your
John
point.
Silva got this. It's easy work for him, man. On to the next for
But
the
hold on.
co-main.
Hold on. Before we move on, I just want to say Bryce Mitchell took a last minute fight against Top Toro. Biggest mistake of your career, man. You take a last minute fight up against a killer like that, bro. It just derails your whole career trajectory, man. Shout out, I mean, look at Alexander Volkanovski, man.
It's a
But
dog eat dog game, man.
it's rather unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. It's the name of the game, man. Live by the sword, die by the sword. On to the next.
Yeah, man. On to the next for the co-main. We got Paddy the Body Lad. I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out.
You
Taking
don't get
on
knocked out, yeah?
Taking on Iron Michael Chandler. Habib, if you need to fight anybody for 30-0, fight me. Cutting a WWE promo, Muscle Milk Mike, feel me? He wins, he loses, he gonna call out Conor McGregor. You know what he's gonna do, you feel me? Muscle Milk Mike, PR, his PR team loves him. He adopted two black kids.
And he recently had a kid of his own. He
Yeah, man.
recently
Shout
had a
outs to
kid of his
Michael
own.
Chandler,
This league
man, putting in
works.
pain. But Patty the Batty, man, well, give me your initial thoughts on this matchup, man.
Yo, I could lean towards Patty, and then fight night comes in, and he gets spark knocked out, bro. It could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more I look at this fight, I'm like, yo, Michael Chandler really has a puncher's chance. I just don't see any way. Uh, I just don't see any way Patty. If he gets hit, it's over. If Patty gets hit, it's over. But I'm gonna have to go with Patty, bro. He's
Well, let's
younger.
break it down. Let's break it
All right, let's
down.
break it down. Let's break it down.
Let's
Go
break
ahead.
it down. If you go with the striking, who would you say has a striking advantage, technically wise?
Chandler.
Would you say Chandler's a more technical striker, or does he just have a lot
I
of
just think
power?
Patty's a little sloppy on the feet. Yeah, I mean, I just
Because
think
I feel like Chandler's striking is mid. He just hits like a truck.
Patty's not that much better either. We seen him. We seen him go.
If
We
we
seen him
talking
fight.
about pure technique on the feet, they're both mid, but I'd give Patty the edge, man. He throws a lot of
Okay.
variety. He's gonna throw the teep kicks to your kneecap. He's gonna throw them John Jones oblique kicks. He's gonna throw the front kick to the body. He's gonna throw a body kick. He's gonna chop your leg down.
The
We
thing
know
is,
he's gonna chop
he
your
could
leg.
have gotten better. I just keep looking at that Gordon fight. Was it? I forgot his first name.
Jared Gordon.
Jared Gordon. Yeah, I just keep looking at that fight, and he
Jared
doesn't
Gordon,
kill
after
people,
every
man.
fight, he's like, I'm not even supposed to be here. I was doing crack outside the subway in New York City. Yo, shut the fuck up.
Hey, listen, man.
No, I'm gonna stop. I'm
Crack
gonna
is the
stop.
best
I'm an
MMA
asshole.
base. No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna
No,
stop.
I'm
I'm gonna
joking.
stop. But yo, Pat.
I would give the standing advantages to Michael Chandler just for the power, just because he has power. I don't think he's that much better in the technique. I just think just because he has a little bit more power, I'm giving that advantage. But yeah, let's break
Yeah,
it down some more.
yeah. And then if you go to the wrestling, who has the wrestling edge? Chandler.
Wrestling, yeah, Chandler.
Wrestling, Chandler. And now if we go to jujitsu, who has the better jujitsu?
Paddy lad.
Yeah. So out of the three technical aspects, I would give Patty 2 out of 1. And then let's go even further. Who has the better chin out of the two fighters?
Oh, you got to give it to the Scouser, right?
You got to
Or
give it a Patty. Who has the
you got to
better
give it to the
cardio?
Scout. Chandler does gas out, man.
Chandler
He
be
muscle milk
gassing.
Mike. He be gassing out. Yeah, I might have to go with Patty.
Who's taller?
Patty, but slightly.
Patty's like 6 inches taller.
Hey,
Michael
man.
Chandler like 5'6".
I mean, he's listed as 5'8", so I don't know.
Patty looked like he was a solid four or
He
five
could be
inches
a
taller
five
than
five
him.
kind of 5'8", you feel me?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
With them
In the
booster shoes
face-offs, Patty
on.
looked way taller than him. And then if you look at the reach, Patty has a reach advantage. So like Patty's stacking up a lot of physical advantages in this matchup. But now
Yeah.
then that's why I feel like, the UFC handpicked somebody in the top that, he's gonna have a good advantage over. And then for that reason, I think Uncle Dana and his crew handpicked this matchup. They have a feeling that he's gonna get it done. I'm gonna go Patty the Batty. I think he's gonna win a boring fight. There's no way he's gonna be able to finish Michael Chandler. He's gonna pick him apart on the feet. He's gonna gas him out. He's gonna win a boring decision, man. He's gonna be running like Lerone Murphy. You feel me? He's gonna be one of those kinds of fights.
Hey, they're both from the UK. Yeah, my prediction, man, I'm gonna have to go with Paddy. I feel like he's known about this fight since like November. He like low key announced it. Didn't announce it, but he
They
subtly
did
hinted
they
at it
pulled the Sugar Sean, man. They be letting Sugar Sean like know who he fighting two
way in
years before
advance.
he
Yeah,
fights
yeah,
them.
yeah. And listen, I don't blame him, bro, because Paddy's a big star, bro. Michael Chandler could really F shit up. Low key. He could really mess up this for the UFC. But that being said, man, I just think Paddy's gonna come prepared. He's coming ready. And Chandler got a lot of film on him, bro. He's 23-9. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of fights in the UFC. In the UFC, you got a lot of fights in Bellator. There's a lot of film study on him. Yeah, you could do. Paddy is just he's more of an unknown. Yeah, he has a tough chin and he does get hit. That's the thing with Paddy. He gets hit a lot. But I just think that's something you could easily improve on, man. It's not something that you can't get over. So that being said, I'm gonna have to go with Paddy. I think he grinds out a decision. I don't see him getting a finish, but if he does get a finish, that would be very impressive. But I just think Paddy can grind out a decision victory, man. Maybe 29-28, something like that.
Yeah, man. Now we moving on to the main event. We got my baby boy, Alexander Volkanovski. That's still my boy. Taking on Diego Lopes, man. If Volkanovski loses, man, we're gonna have to pour one out for my dead homie. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be depressed. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. Give me your initial thoughts on this matchup, man. I don't know what's what in this matchup. We don't know what Volk is gonna show up, but give me your initial thoughts. What are you thinking here?
Yo, the more and more I look at this fight, the more I realize how underrated Diego Lopes is, man. Very underrated, dude. He's a jiu-jitsu ace. Great grappling. He does, bro. He on the back, on top. He's
I,
just a monster, bro. He's just a monster on the
I'm
ground.
gonna expose Diego Lopes, but go ahead, talk your talk.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. And on top of that, bro, this is where the fight IQ comes in, which is I just think at Volk, this is where he gets a lot of edge because his fight IQ is very high. But that being said, man, Diego Lopes is a coach. Like once you're a coach, you start to analyze the game differently, breaking down fights. Like you do this for a living. I just think his game plan is going to be very crisp, very sharp. I just think he's very underrated. People are just like automatically like, all right, Volk's gonna get this, Volk's gonna get this. Yeah, he's a legend, and it will be great for the UFC that he wins. And I'm low key, I'm no, I'm high key rooting for Volk because I've just been a fan ever since the Makhachev I couldn't say trilogy, but you know what I mean, the back to back, that war. But yeah, initial thoughts, man. Diego Lopez is very, very underrated. But yeah, let me see you expose him, man. Let me see what you got to say.
Yeah, man. Diego Lopez came into the UFC. His debut was on short notice against Movsar Evloev. He
High
lost that
level,
fight.
high
And
level
he
though.
and people acted like he won that fight just because he didn't get smoked by a Daggy. You know what I mean? I mean, not he's not a Daggy, but you know what I mean. They're from the same region. He knows those people. They train together.
From was it Hugo Shetty or something? Hugo Shetty?
Ingosheita or
Ingo
something like that.
Shetty, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But Gavin, and then his next fight, he fought Gavin Tucker, who was on a losing streak. Then he fought Sabatini, who's a win-loss fighter type of guy. He's a
He's
50-50
tough
kind of
though.
guy.
We seen that last week.
Yeah, but he's 50-50. Then he fought Sadiq Yusuf, who was on a losing streak. Then he fought Dan Ige, who was on a skid. Then he fought Brian Ortega, who was honestly Brian Ortega just had one win, but before that he had a bunch of losses. But Brian, he fought the eagle has to break his beak in the mountains. That's the Brian Ortega he fought. You know what I'm saying? But he smoked that version. But yo, it's a little. He's catching guys slipping at the right time. I really don't think he's as elite as people think. Movsar Evloev showed that. You know what I mean? I think Alexander Volkanovski, he went to war with Islam Makhachev on a full. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, on a full camp. Yeah, I agree.
Alexander
The
Volkanovski,
thing
he didn't
is,
know he was gonna fight Lopez the whole time, but he's been training the whole time.
I want to interject. I'm pretty sure he knew he was fighting low. Actually, no, he was probably getting ready for a top turtle. And
That's
then
what
he's
I'm
like,
saying.
oh,
He was
wait, I
getting
got
ready for a better
Diego.
fighter. He's
The thing
coming in
is,
locked in.
the thing is, sometimes, man, it's a term in basketball. You could play down to your opponent's level. Sometimes you could really play down to your opponent's level. And I low key don't. I hope. that Volk doesn't suffer
That's
from
not
that
true, man. Volkanovski,
because
everybody that's not close to him in skill, he smokes them. He
that's
smokes
true.
them.
That's true. I mean, he hasn't shown that in the past, and I have no reason to disagree with you there. But we have to understand, yo, remember the Dan Ige fight, bro? He took that fight on a couple hours notice. He's like, bro, if you can make 155 or if you can make 145, I'll fight you. I'll fight your ass next. And that's what happened, man. Dan Ige came through. Dan Ige came through from the couch. He was ready. He didn't have to cut weight. Like he was sharp. If he was training and all that stuff, he was on point. But that's the best. Like that's the optimal weight that you want to fight at. Like at your natural weight. Like you barely gotta cut weight. You just show up on fight night and just scrap.
Volkanovski's too straight, man. He throws his straight. He's throwing straight sniping shots. Lopez is looping. Straight shots always beat looping shots. Volkanovski's gonna piece this little boy up.
Oh, but
Cause
Lopez got a
tonight's
chin
the
though.
night. You know what I mean? He gonna send him back to his old career. Get up out the UFC. Volkanovski by unanimous decision. Easy work. It's gonna be easy work.
I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree, man. Lopez, but I just want people to know that Lopez is a straight junkyard dog,
He's a
man.
dog, man, but
This
he's
dude,
not this
high
level.
level grappling, high level jits, bro. He has 12 submissions on his record. Like this dude is a jujitsu ace, bro. If he like low key, bro, Brian Ortega caught Volk in a lot of those submissions, bro.
Diego Lopez is
I feel
not
like
winning.
Diego Lopez could finish those positions if he gets them.
Lopez is not gonna be a champion, man. I don't see it. This
I
is for
know,
the
man.
undisputed title. You
You
think Lopez gonna be the champ? I don't see it.
I don't see that. I don't see that. But I want people to know this is gonna be a very competitive fight and not to overlook Lopez. Like Lopez is a straight dog, bro. That Danny Ige, he took that fight on such a short notice, bro.
Dan Ige is the dog, man.
He could have
He was
said
getting it. He
no.
was at the casino or the masseuse or whatever, wherever he was at. He just pulled up.
Nah, bro, to take that fight on like on a short notice like that and just be ready, like, bro, come on. And then that Movsar Evloev, yeah, you're right, bro. People give him a lot of credit for losing to Movsar Evloev, which was, I mean, he put on a good performance, bro. That he put on a
But
really
he
good performance,
lost.
bro.
And Mozart
I get it. I mean, Movsar also beat
hasn't lost since
Aljo.
then.
Yeah. And now, no, bro, now they gave him freaking Aaron Nico or Pico.
Aaron Pico, you know what I mean? They doing Mozart. They should be giving Pico to Lopez. Mozart should
They,
be fighting for the title.
they doing him greasy too, anyways. But that being said, man, yeah, you're right, bro. Diego Lopez does have some kind of Dana White privilege, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's a big fighter, and the Mexican crowd loves him, bro. This dude, bro, Noche UFC, this dude is a poster child right here, bro. Diego Lopez, bro, straight up, straight up. He's he actually even coaches a championship fighter, bro. What's her name, bro? That shorty that beat Shevchenko. I forget.
Grasso.
El Grasso. Yeah, bro. Like people sleeping on this dude. Yeah, he got a little bit of Dana White privilege, but he's high level, bro. Like
Man, coaches coach, players win games. Volkanovski's a player, Lopez is a coach. Volkanovski's gonna smoke this dude. Volkanovski in 5. You feel me?
okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Volks, man. I just don't see him getting finished. That's the thing about Volk. I don't see him getting finished unless I mean he
No,
took a
I could
short notice
see
fight
him
against
getting
Islam
finished.
Makhachev.
I could see him getting finished.
Bro, he got no neck. And he don't get finished, bro. Islam was on his back for like a whole round in multiple rounds.
Nah, nah,
He
nah, nah.
couldn't
I
get
could
that
definitely
finish.
see Lopez. The only way Lopez wins is by knockout. That's the only way he could win.
Now, Volk's got a chin, man. Volk's got a chin. Yeah, I mean, Top Toro knocked him out, but I just think he took the appropriate amount of time off. He recovered. I think he should be recovered. And he's ready to go, man. Another run for the great, for the featherweight GOAT, man. I'm gonna have to. I got Volks, man. I'm not gonna go up against destiny. I'm not gonna go up against history, man. This is history in the making right here that we're seeing. And we're witnessing greatness.
Yeah,
Shout out to
man. He's
LeBron.
about to become two-time featherweight champion. The great Alexander Volkanovski. That's
And
full guard
then
MMA.
hold on. Before we finish, and then he might get finished by Movsar because he's gonna get past Pico, and then you gotta give him the title after that. You gotta give him the title. You can't hide that man forever.
Hey, man, we'll see about that. But hey, man, that's full guard MMA. And we just want to say that, we're going to be back in it. We're going to be making our picks. We're going to be more consistent for you guys. And I hope you guys appreciate the content. We're going to be pumping it out, and we out.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, yo. Peace.